Islam is a message of mercy and guidance for all humanity. What does Islam say about itself? At its essence, Islam is a universal call to know the one God and to worship Him with free will and moral responsibility. The Quran teaches that the message was completed with the revelation to Prophet Muhammad, the seal of the prophets, whose mission was to deliver faithfully without addition or omission. في قوله تعالى: فإن أعرضوا فما أرسلناك عليهم حفيظا إن عليك إلا البلاغ. وفي قوله تعالى: اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا. The source of Islam. The primary reference in Islam is the Quran, a book that describes itself as guidance and mercy for humanity. Everything written later, commentaries, reports, interpretations, remains human effort. It may contain insight, but it cannot be equated with God's word. Distinguishing revelation from human knowledge preserves the clarity of the message. Freedom of belief and choice. Islam affirms the principle of free belief, making faith a conscious choice accompanied by reasoning, dialogue, and reflection, not coercion. Islam does not need force to prove itself, but sincere understanding and heartfelt reflection. في قوله تعالى: لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي. Mercy and justice at the core. The Quran describes the Prophet's mission as mercy to all worlds. This mercy is not a passing sentiment, but a framework of values: human dignity, justice, care for the vulnerable, and rejection of oppression. The purpose of religion is not power or control, but the purification of the human soul and the repair of relationships with God, with the self, and with others. في قوله تعالى: وما أرسلناك إلا رحمة للعالمين. What about the sword and war? The popular image linking Islam with conquest, slavery, and spoils of war arose historically from mixing politics and empire with faith, and from contradictory human reports. The Quran presents a very different ethic: self-defense only, strict moral limits, preference for peace whenever possible, and respect for treaties. Nowhere does the Quran authorize forcing belief or punishing people simply for not accepting the faith. في قوله تعالى: وأوفوا بالعهد إن العهد كان مسؤولا. وفي قوله تعالى: وقاتلوا في سبيل الله الذين يقاتلونكم ولا تعتدوا إن الله لا يحب المعتدين. The Prophet's example understood through the Quran. The Prophet's moral example is best understood through the Quran, which defines his role and mission. Later human writings can be informative, but they remain historical and interpretive, not a second revelation. Once you distinguish the unchanging revelation from human interpretation, the Prophet appears as the messenger of mercy, not as a conqueror with the sword. How to approach Islam. Begin with the source itself. Read the Quran in a language you understand, with calmness and fairness. Ask, what does this book say about God, about humanity, about freedom, justice, and mercy? You will find a simple yet profound call. Affirm the oneness of God, purify the heart, and uphold the balance of ethics in the world. Conclusion. Islam is one faith, with one God and one message: guidance and mercy for all humanity. To know Islam as it truly is, return to the Quran, the source where God's word is preserved, unmixed with human words.